It's time for me to talk about the entire Wrong Turn franchise. Nobody asked me to talk about this. There has been no pressure to talk about Wrong Turn. I just fell down a rabbit hole. Pun intended, because I'm wearing my Alice in Wonderland shirt. Anyway, I fell down a rabbit hole and I watched one and I had to see how the rest were gonna go. So this is my full in-depth chat about Wrong Turn. I'm gonna try not to make this too long because I will be talking about every single Wrong Turn movie, starting with the first one. And this is more so for folks who have already watched it because there will be spoilers in this. It's kind of hard not to spoil it if you already are familiar with even an ounce of what the Wrong Turn movies are about. I wasn't when I watched the first one. I just saw a bunch of jokes that kept happening in this Facebook group that I'm in, and I just never understood the joke. I'm like, why is this funny? I don't get it. They're going camping and then this creature shows up. I just don't get the joke. What's happening? So, Wrong Turn 2003, that has been my favorite Wrong Turn out of this entire franchise. Let's see, I rated them, and I'm just pulling up my email to see. I just sent an email to myself so I could like type out notes and things like that. Found my email. So I rated Wrong Turn, the original one, an 8 out of 10. And I think I'm reading everything out of 10. Okay, I hope that's fine with everyone whoever is watching this. The action was fun. I was very caught off guard with the cannibalism. Had no idea. I just didn't know what to expect. And also the idea that they're like inbred cannibals. The term hillbilly cannibals were thrown around a lot within the franchise. I just wasn't expecting that. It was lovely to see Eliza Dushku in it. The woman who plays Faith in Buffy is how I mostly recognize her. And it just reminded me of a fun, stupid, silly thriller. It kept me on my toes. I was really rooting for everyone to stay alive because it's such a bizarre scenario that I just really wanted everyone to stay alive. Overall, I had a great time watching this, and it compelled me to watch the second one. So I watched the second Wrong Turn. That's when I felt like I took a wrong turn into the series because I probably should have stopped with the first one. I gave the Wrong Turn to a 5 out of 10, and glancing at my notes, the writing was cheesy and I wanted more. I really didn't like the second one. I was just let down. I was ready for more action, but then again, how much can you really expect from like hillbilly cannibals, inbred folks? Like, there's not much to expect. Again, though, I was expecting the writing to be a bit better. I wanted more of the reality TV show element. Yes, it was there, but I just wanted more of it. I wanted it to. I just wish they went into that a bit further before things went downhill. It was nice to see Daniela Alonso. I recognize her from One Tree Hill. But overall, I didn't love the experience of Wrong Turn 2. Next up, we have Wrong Turn 3. I had a lot to say about the third one. I really didn't like the third one. I'm looking at my notes, and I did not have a good time. The special effects were poor, the acting was poor, the storyline wasn't that great, and the kills were boring. One thing about the Wrong Turn series is the kills are always... It's similar to like Saw. Like those kinds of special, unique type of kills. So I found the kills were boring in the third one. I also wanted more of the inmates to be fighting the villains, the inbred cannibals, rather than fighting each other. There was a lot of debates going on with the characters themselves rather than the villains. So that was a bit disappointing. And I just remember being when I was watching this, I was just really upset with the acting. Also, I wanted more of the inbred hillbillies. In the first one, there's a lot of them, which I really liked. In the second one, there's like a family in the second one that's attacking the main characters. In the third one, there's just, I think it was like one or two. Three Fingers pops back up. I was also very confused because I thought Three Fingers died, so I was taken aback by that. I was like, what is he? I thought he was dead. And then as I continued to watch the Wrong Turn series, I would also watch reviews and read YouTube comments, and then apparently it's done in a different order. So in terms of it made me think like, oh, that's why Three Fingers keeps coming back, because this is not the same order. The movie order is not the same as how the storyline order is. That's basically what I took away from that. Now let's talk about Wrong Turn 4. Wrong Turn 4 I actually liked. I actually had a bit more fun watching. I gave this one a 7 out of 10. Reason being, let's see. Okay, actually I'm gonna do that thing where I like take a quick look at my notes to see what I said, and then I'll let you know. So in the fourth one, so a group of friends, they are stuck in I guess it was an asylum of some sort. It was where they used to keep it's where they used to keep the inbred family and extended family and all of that years ago. And then so a group of friends get stuck there and they get screwed over. And this was just very entertaining. It was interesting to watch because the cannibals seemed much smarter than they did in the first, second, and third one. They just seemed very calculated and menacing in this one. It may also just have been the cinematography itself, but it just seemed a lot darker and gloomy whenever they were on screen. I liked that there was a lesbian couple. Just thought that was nice. Like, oh, great. It's nice when like different. I personally enjoy when it's not the same calculated like boy girl situation. So I was pleasantly surprised when I saw the lesbian couple. What else happened in this one? Yeah, I gave it a 7 out of 10. I really liked it. I was really entertained. The ending, I still have the image of the ending in my head with the girls trying to escape, and then they didn't. I was so angry. I was like, oh, they were so close. So I really liked the fourth one. I actually really enjoyed that one. Sirens. So we are now at Wrong Turn 5. I gave Wrong Turn 5 a 6 out of 10. I enjoyed some of the characters. I enjoyed elements of this one. So there was a carnival in Wrong Turn 5, and I wanted more out of the carnival. I was expecting to see a scene where everyone was getting busted up at the carnival, but that didn't happen. So I was really hoping that would have happened. Also, at this point, I felt like I could start to sense the budget for the film. It just felt like if there was a bigger budget, then we could have had like a huge destructive carnival scene, which is fine. Like, you don't need a lot of money to make a good movie, but I wish they had more money in that sense, because that would have been fun to watch. I liked the sheriff character. I thought the scene where she accidentally killed her partner was really cool. Like, I thought that was really dark, which I liked. This movie truthfully didn't stick out to me. So when I'm looking at my notes now, and I gave it a 6 out of 10, but thinking back, because it wasn't horrible and it wasn't the best, I found that it didn't stick out for me within the franchise. But like a solid movie, some interesting kills, some fun kills. I mentioned that I liked the main character, the one that was in love. I probably should have done more research. This one just really doesn't. It kind of goes over my head. But I do remember there was a boy in love and he was trying to fight for his girlfriend, and I enjoyed his acting. I like with this one, the acting didn't bother me as much, which is nice. So that was Wrong Turn 5. So we've reached Wrong Turn 6. There are 7 movies in this franchise, debatably. So Wrong Turn 6, I gave a 3 out of 10. I said that the kills were boring. Just reading my notes, so the kills were boring. I remember really disliking this one. There was a lot to dislike. That sounds extremely negative, but I'm sure some folks enjoyed Wrong Turn 6. I personally just didn't. Danny, it was upsetting to see how fast Danny turned on his friends, but then he stopped taking his medication, which probably was suppressing the cannibalism thoughts and urges. There's a lot of sex in this one, or a lot of like sensual, sexy. It felt icky. But then again, the cannibal inbred, the villains themselves are icky in many ways, but it really felt icky watching this one. And what else did I say? The 3 main hillbillies, I didn't find them as scary as I did in the other ones. I didn't seem like they were the main focus in terms of the villains, which maybe they weren't. It just felt like more so the family dynamic and trying to get Danny into recognizing his roots. So in Wrong Turn 6, they're back at the asylum that I mentioned in Wrong Turn 4. And it's like a Airbnb situation, except there's with some darker roots. I think that's how they get people how they get just regular folks there, advertising it as like a bed and breakfast. Anyway, at this point, I think within the series, I wasn't expecting much. So I gave it a 3 out of 10, which is so harsh, but I wanted to also give each Wrong Turn movie a different number. So that was Wrong Turn 6. Now we've reached Wrong Turn, the 7th movie in the franchise, which some folks don't even consider a Wrong Turn movie. So we're gonna get into that right now. Wrong Turn 7, which was Wrong Turn 2021, it felt very modern compared to the Wrong Turn from 2003. It just felt like a world of a difference. Also, essentially, they were different worlds. There weren't any hillbillies. There weren't any cannibal hillbillies, even though I believe there is one specific scene very briefly, where you can see folks eating dead bodies. I think I believe it. I might have to actually rewatch just to find that scene, but I remember thinking like, oh, there it is, and then it went away so quick. This one was less goofy, more serious, more sinister. So it also was more so a cult, which the Cannibal Hillbillies are, but it was like a different kind of cult. They had masks, animalistic masks, and a group of friends take a wrong turn in the woods on vacation, and everything goes downhill from there. It was interesting to watch. It was great to see the main girl, or the final girl, make her way and figure things out and get out of the cult. It was sucky to see her boyfriend turn on her. Yeah, I'm saying a lot of plot points here. So that's why I said, whoever has watched all of the movies, watch this video, because then we can, talk about how interesting things are and talk about the spoilers freely. I gave this one a 7 out of 10. I know I just said, I'm trying to give every single movie a different number out of 10, but this I gave a 7 out of 10 because I think folks can enjoy it. I think this movie is for folks to watch who haven't watched any of the Wrong Turn movies. I would say start with number 7 and then work your way back, because this is it's a solid movie. I personally just really miss the insanity of the hillbilly cannibals. I missed the laughter of Three Fingers. I miss the weird bodily movements they would make. I just missed it a lot. But this movie is a decent movie. It's terrifying. The visuals are much better. It might just be because 2003 to 2021, there's an advance in technology. The acting's better. What else? What else? There's another gay couple in this one, which I liked. Overall, I think those are all my thoughts in terms of the seventh one. Yeah, I think I said everything I needed to say. My favorite, in terms of my favorite movies in the franchise, so the first one, I could watch that over and over again. I really, really liked it almost felt like an adventure watching the group of friends try to make it out and, you know, get taken down one by one. And also I was just shocked by the villains. I had no idea what the movie was about. And then I also really liked the fourth one. The fourth one was a bit more sinister. I liked that it took place in the winter. Just a change of season, which was nice. So that was really interesting. So those are the ones that I would recommend for folks to watch. And then The Wrong Turn, the 2021 version, if you just want a completely different movie with some excitement, then I would watch that and see how you like it. I think those are all my thoughts. Of course, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not any movie expert or anything like that. I just really wanted to talk about Wrong Turn because I sat down and watched every single movie in the franchise, and the world must know. Let me know your thoughts. Did you watch all the movies? What were your favorite movies? What movies are you watching right now? And thanks for sitting and listening in on my thoughts on the Wrong Turn franchise. Let's see what else I watch next. Bye.